So is surgery day. Took a shower. My hair is still a little wet, so still working on that. Sharing the higher dryer with the dog because he's chilly. But I weighed in this morning and I weighed 355 and I didn't trust it. So like the beginning of the year, like the 5th or something like that, I weighed 358 something. And then like a week and a half ago or so, almost 2 weeks ago, I weighed in when I went to the pre-op appointment, and it was like 363 something, and I weighed at home and it was 363 something. So when I saw 355 this morning, I weighed myself like over and over and over and over because I was like, this can't be right. Because sometimes it happens where I weigh myself and then it's a weird number because the scale's like adjusting from leaning against the wall, and then it like works again. And so I was like, I don't trust it. And then I weighed on my husband's scale because he has one that he has too, and it was like 354. And I was like, okay. So I'm not sure where the 363 came in. I don't know if it's because when I wasn't feeling awesome, I wasn't eating as much. I don't think I cut back that much. Maybe I had less extra water weight. Maybe I was swollen and I was like carrying more water. I'm not sure, but I'm not mad at the 355. I just want it to be real. So got that done today. And yeah, so we have about a little less than an hour to get ready and go. I'm pretty much packed up anyway. It's just kind of the last minute things of things that I use, but I have duplicates of most things, so I already packed some of those things, so we're good there. Like I have extra deodorants and toothbrushes and those things, so they're already in the bag. Yeah, so in the middle of the night last night, it was like 2:00 in the morning, I got up and got the guidebook for this whole process out of my bag, and I was like, can I still have something? Want to look at the rules. And it was like 6 hours before surgery is when I needed to cut off all liquids. And so I was like, it's 2:00 in the morning. And I was like, I'm having Gatorade Zero. So I had Gatorade Zero at like 2:00 in the morning and some water because I was thirsty and I'm still hungry. I also had a dream that my husband scolded me for eating food. At a piece of an English muffin and a part of a sausage. And then I went and told him, and he got super mad at me in my dream. And he was like, I wouldn't doubt if they told you could never have surgery after this, and like whatever. So anyway, I just thought that was funny. I was dreaming about eating food and trying to sneak in some food, but I didn't. I just had some Gatorade Zero and some water in the middle of the night. I'm feeling okay. I feel weak, and I still have a headache, but nothing that I can't deal with. I think it was worse in the middle of the night than it is right now, but it would be nice to be able to take something for the headache if I could, but I don't think that's possible. I'll have to wait until I go to the doctor, until I'm at the hospital. So anyway, I better finish drying my hair, and then I have a temporary stud that I'm going to put in for my nose ring because I obviously can't wear it, but I want to make sure I have something that I can use to make sure I don't lose the hole. All right, I am ready to go, other than packing up the car and leaving. And I've got everything set here. Got my laundry basket of stuff, and then down there is the food that I have. We need to get some more, but it won't be much. And then my backpack that is relatively heavy, but it has a bunch of stuff in there for the hospital and for home, or the hospital and then the hotel. So yeah, it's coming, it's happening. Gotta get the shoes on and pack the stuff up in the car and head on out. So here we go. So I didn't want to record everybody in the waiting room while I was waiting in my pre-op room, but my husband was in there with me for a portion of the time. He and I did Mad Libs, which was really nice and distracting for sure. Here's my wiggling feet, of course. And oh my gosh, we'll have to talk about this whole thing. My husband was sitting in that chair and he kept putting his elbow underneath that dispenser for soap. And it got on him 3 times and it was hysterical. This thing was my favorite thing about the hospital. These little compression things they put on your calves. They inflate and help prevent blood clots, and they were super massagey. And I absolutely love that so much. My hair is wild. It's about 11:45 in the evening, and I just got up and walked a little bit, and let me tell you, everything hurt. It was hard to get up, but not as hard as it was initially. I know I'm on the mend because I'm feeling better, but oh my gosh, like trying to cough, if I cough or I laugh or whatever, it really hurts. I haven't looked at my incisions, like the things on my tummy yet, but I don't want to yet. But I'm trying to drink my little 4 cups of water that they gave me, ice chips. I'm on oxygen for right now. And then, of course, the gas, which is a lot of pressure on my body. But it sounds like the procedure went well. I haven't talked to the surgeon, or at least if he did come and talk to me, I was not coherent. I don't remember anything. It took the anesthesia and getting out of anesthesia and just kind of coming to took a while. So, but for now, I'm just gonna rest and I'm thankful it went well. I'm assuming it went well. Somebody would have told me by now if it didn't. And I just have to keep on track with water intake and walking around so I can discharge tomorrow. Just walked the corridor with a popsicle. Still got a ways to go, but we're getting there. So I'm not in the hospital anymore. We discharged. So crazy to think that yesterday I had surgery. But yeah. So this is the hotel room that we got, and I think this is actually a really nice option. So we have basically a full kitchen. I mean, it has a full fridge anyway. It has a dishwasher and a stovetop. It doesn't have an oven, but I mean, we're not here to bake anything. And then this is the living space and a TV there. And I like this counter. And then this is the bedroom. Another TV. And then the sink is outside here, which is, I like that in hotels. And then a toilet I can sit on. I have so many things I want to record and talk about surgery day and discharge day today. Right now, I just want to lay down. It's been a lot, but it's been good. It's so, I don't know, so weird to think it just happened. But I'm also really excited to take a shower, but also lay down. so thankful we have a space to be in, and as uncomfortable it is going to be to get on this bed, I'm very thankful for it. All right, it is Tuesday, about 8:30. I am very happy to be laying down again, and I know I have to get up and walk and stuff, but I think I've done enough of that today. I just got my oxygen. I'm just doing oxygen when I sleep for a short time. I'm not going to be doing it for super long, but they did have a respiratory team that was monitoring my input and output of air and all that business, or however they do it. And they ended up putting me on oxygen last night. Just 2 liters is not a big amount, but they decided that they wanted me to come home with that and make sure I had that when I sleep. So yeah, won't be too long. But and my parents just left to go get popsicles and some other things, but I really want a popsicle because I've basically been drinking water all day, and somehow I'm still dehydrated, and I just want some flavor in my mouth and something cold in my mouth. So very, very thankful that they're helping me out the way they are, because it would just be a lot of different experience without them. Very much appreciate their help. So hopefully I can get some good sleep tonight. Really hope that tomorrow feels a little bit better. I feel good that I did it. I'm glad I did this, because I know it's going to change my life and it's going to make things a lot better for me. But right now I don't have regrets in doing it. I just have a lot of feelings, and I really want to cry, but it's like my body is like not letting me do it, and it's driving me bananas. I would love to just cry, just to release positive and negative and all the things, just get it out, but alas, my body won't do it. So my mom also helped me take a shower, which was really good. It was nice to just clean, stand under hot water and clean the body and wash my hair and everything. And that was really helpful and nice and felt really good. So now I just want to have a popsicle. Hello, my friends. It is Thursday. It's around 1:30. No idea what time it is. Yeah, it's been 3 days since surgery. And I'm still at the hotel with my parents. Probably going to be here through Saturday evening, I think, is the plan. Just focusing on getting my steps in, drinking water, drinking protein, taking meds, and resting. It's pretty much the extent of this experience. So there hasn't been a whole lot to record other than big feelings about everything. It's been hard. And it's not like I didn't know it was going to be hard, but until you're doing it, you don't really realize how hard it's going to be. But I have broken down a few times. There's things I can't do for myself right now, which is hard, and I hate asking for help. But I'm so glad my parents are here. I'm so glad I have 2 people that are hands-on helping me right now. Very thankful for that. Right now I have a headache, and I need to wait a little bit to take some more meds, because I can't fill up my stomach with vitamins and muscle relaxers and all that. Have to wait. Just had some lime jello. Gonna drink some water. Recovery is not easy, and not gonna lie and say this is all wonderful and easy and great. I have my moments where I feel like I'm getting better, stronger, able to handle a little bit, but it's only been a couple days. And it's going to take a while for me to be able to do some things on my own. I mean, I can't lift anything for like 6 weeks. So I'm going to have to rely on others to help me with laundry and so many other things. I'm glad I did it. I don't regret doing it, but right now, it's hard. And I'm trying to focus on what I can control and being thankful for the support that I have. And just pray that God gives me strength to keep going with all of it, you know? Not like I don't have a choice, but just do the things I need to do. So that's all I really have right now. I'm struggling. It's hard. It's hard for an independent woman, someone who's used to doing things on her own and not asking for help, to ask for so much help. But that's what I'm doing. So I better get back to my tasks and watching Thor and maybe taking a nap. Hi guys, it's Friday morning. Last night I did not sleep great. I've been having some, what I'm assuming are cramps in my calves, and my body was just really unhappy, and I'm just wondering if I didn't have enough fluids yesterday. It felt like I was doing enough, like I wasn't like measuring, but I have a feeling I was heading into dehydration potentially. I'm not really sure. So today definitely going to be making sure I'm drinking enough water, and then also want to make sure I'm having a little bit more protein. It isn't like a requirement right now, but also I just want to make sure that I'm increasing that, because there's going to come a point where that changes. You know, I'm going to have more in the future. It's been hard to record here. I don't want to put my parents in the frame, and they're always around. They're having breakfast right now, so plus there really isn't much to record other than how I'm feeling. Getting up and getting down is easier. Still not awesome, but easier. I coughed a little bit ago and it didn't freak me out as much, which is good. That's been super painful. So yeah, I'm doing my best here. I'm very, very thankful for the help that I have, and I'm just gonna keep focused on getting my walking in, my fluids, and then my protein, and then potentially taking a nap if possible. But it's been so hard to sleep on my back. I don't sleep on my back, I sleep on my side. And trying to sleep on my back is just driving me bananas. And my mom, when we were talking about the cramps and the feeling in my legs, she was like reading stuff, and she was like, it's common for tailbone pain to be an issue after bariatric surgery because of the positions you're in and the things you're doing and stuff. And I was like, having that's happening for me. So anyway, that's what I have to say right now. Hi friends, it is Friday. It's about 2 o'clock. Oh, that hurts. My parents stepped out to get some air and just get a change of scenery, which is totally fair. Be nice to go with them, but I'm trying to keep things low key and guarantee a little bit more healing for myself, but they needed to get out, and that's good. So today is going pretty good. Keeping up with water a little bit better than I was yesterday. Getting up and down off the bed was easier. Still hurts. As I just demonstrated, coughing, it still hurts. My mom made me laugh a little bit before they left, and it really hurt my stomach. My incisions. So very sensitive there. I've wanted to sneeze and cough a few times, and I'm like, I don't want to do a full sneeze or cough because I know it's gonna be painful still. But I'm thankful I'm at least able to get off the bed a lot better. I'm able to get dressed by myself a little bit better. Definitely need assistance with a lot of things still, but every day it improves a little bit. I was planning on going back to work on Monday. Really didn't want to, not because I don't want to go back to work, but because I still have a lot of recovery to do. I think when I said I'd be gone a week, I didn't really anticipate. I knew it would be hard and I knew I had pain, but I didn't have the knowledge to know that it would be what it is. And like next week, things change with food. And then I'll be transitioning to home tomorrow too. So that's going to be an adjustment, being back with my husband and the kids and the dog. And so this morning, reached out to the leave of absence team because I did fill that out before I left. And kind of originally let them know that I'd be gone a week. And they actually got notification from my doctor that I would be approved to come back to work on the 10th of February. And I am so thankful. So I still have 10, not including today, I still have 10 full days of recovery ahead of me. And I'm so thankful that the doctor did that, because I think it would have been fine anyway. I still think it would have been okay with work and whatever. But just having the documentation from the doctor and all that just to support the need for more recovery. I have more color in my face. I have more energy. I'm very thankful for that, but I'm still very tired. I did not sleep very good last night. And so I'm really thankful. 10 more days of recovery, of adjusting, of going through the paperwork and figuring out the next steps and preparing. Really hoping I can get some solid sleep tonight. And I was thinking about taking a nap today, but I don't feel like I've hit a point of being tired enough to actually sleep. So I'm just kind of trying to focus on liquids and moving around and walking the halls a little bit, trying to get up and do that. So that's kind of a update as of right now. I will be going back to home with my dudes tomorrow afternoon, early evening. Really not looking forward to going up the stairs. It's going to be, 12 steps up? I'm not even sure if that's right, but I haven't used stairs for a little bit. And I'm not sure how that's going to feel in my stomach. But I'll take one at a time and then get up there. But I'm anticipating some pain from that, some exhaustion from that. But that's part of the process. So, yeah. That's kind of where we're at. Latest update. So, good morning. It's Saturday. And I am not feeling awesome. I'm dealing with some nausea this morning. Woke up about 12:30 in the morning, feeling like I was gonna throw up, and was able to get back to sleep. I took some anti-nausea, and now, an hour ago, I took some more. It's really frustrating because I feel like I've been doing the things I'm supposed to do, but I'm just having a realization of how little I know my body right now, how little I understand my body and what I need to do and how to deal with things. it's like, yeah, I take anti-nausea meds, but like I need to get water in, and I need to make sure I'm not dehydrated. So how do I do that when I'm nauseous? I'm obviously not no protein's going in right now. I don't know, I just feel overwhelmed and anxious because my body's different, and I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know what I don't know, you know? And I know I'm going to be fine in the end, but right now it just feels a little much. So I'm supposed to go home today, be back at my place, and also overwhelmed with that. Just it's a change and a different environment, and it'll be good to be in my own bed again, but also home always is a little chaotic. So, and then just making sure I have everything I need, and then I'm nervous about the nausea thing and dealing with that. So I'm not one who loves to throw up. I'm sure nobody does, but I really don't like throwing up. So, Saturday morning, day 5 of recovery, is starting off a little rough, and I'm sad, I guess, about that. So I'm gonna pace in here for a little bit. I don't want to venture too far out. And I'm gonna try to drink some water because I really don't want to get dehydrated. I don't know how to manage this. I don't know. So this was me pacing around the room and getting some movement in. I cut out quite a bit of it because you don't need a lot of footage of it, but you can see how slow I was moving, and I definitely did not feel well, and I was super discouraged because I felt like I was failing at everything, and I just was really disappointed that I had to feel that way. But it's all part of the process, and thankfully I don't feel that way anymore. Well, I'm officially home, and I just said goodbye to my parents. I'm so thankful that they were able to be here the past few days. They've been really hard days, and having my mom and dad here with me meant a lot. I wish I could stay longer, but I understand that they have to go home, and the fact that they were able to come at all is just such a blessing. But I miss them. I'm thankful. It's weird being back home, back in my space. It's only been a few minutes. Got my water, and I need to drink some water because I'm still dealing with nausea, and I want to make sure I don't get dehydrated today. But it feels good to sit on my own bed and be around with my own stuff, and it'll be good to be in the same space as my husband again whenever they get home. I don't know where they're at. I'm excited to see my dog because apparently he's with them right now. It's so good to have people that care enough to do stuff like this. And I'm glad I have my parents for really hard things. I'm just already really lonely, and they've only been gone a few minutes. I love you, Mom and Dad. I hit the jackpot with those two.
Hello. It is Sunday, and I spent my first night at home last night, and I slept pretty good. I only got up, I think, one time in the middle of the night. I felt pretty comfortable. I think the one big difference from the hotel is that I was sharing a bed with somebody, obviously. So, at the hotel, I had a little more space for my arms next to me, and it was a little weird to figure out what to do with my arms in the middle of the night. Just kind of, there isn't a lot of space to spread out. But other than that, I slept really good. Today I've been spending trying to get my fluid intake managed better. Protein is still a little shaky. And by a little shaky, a lot shaky. I've been trying to figure out how to take my vitamins without tasting the vitamin taste. I tried half of a vitamin with a Jell-O chaser, and then I tried half a vitamin with popsicle. Popsicle is the better option. Not sure I'm going to be able to do that moving forward forever, but I really hate that vitamin taste. Also today I've been spending some time kind of going through all my paperwork and just kind of going through. I got 2 different dietary things. I got the packet from the hospital, and then also the booklet they gave me. There isn't a huge difference between the 2, except the fact that one says I can have string cheese starting tomorrow and the other does not. So that's kind of a bummer. I would love to have some string cheese tomorrow. I've also been trying to work on a menu for this next week. The next 2 weeks is going to be soft foods and like pureed food. And the list is basically Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, cream cheese, all low fat, sugar-free pudding, applesauce that has no sugar, protein powder, egg beaters, and then popsicles, water. I can have like refried beans and plain hummus, I think. Probably won't be getting any of those. Really limited on how much I can have anyway, so I don't want to buy a ton of things when I can only have like an ounce of each. So I just don't want to waste a bunch of food. So I need to get those today because I'm going to be eating food tomorrow. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, just kind of preparing myself for the coming week and kind of reviewing what's coming later. But yeah, so so I had surgery 6 days ago, and heading into the next stage of food starting tomorrow, feeling relatively good, able to do a lot more on my own, which is awesome, and feeling a little bit more mobile, but still trying to be careful with my incisions and not stretching things and irritating my body. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So definitely had some hard days the past few days, but hard moments, but we're okay. So just moving forward. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. I would love to hear from you. Please comment below, like, comment, share, do all the YouTube-y things. Supports the channel, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.